12 months on, everything's looking a little different. The flower bed's a bit overgrown, and the plastic is somewhat messed about by the wind. Strawberries did brilliantly last year, so much so that I've added another bed of them. Hope we don't get too many. Had 20 odd celeriac. The fruit is completed right the way along the border, starting with raspberries and an evergreen blackberry, some gooseberries, some blackcurrants which I'm training upwards rather than letting them grow into bushes, 2 blueberry plants which are new, and I think this one's a loganberry, and here are some autumn fruiting raspberries. These are the Jerusalem artichoke, the honey. I've still to cut down the remains of the asparagus, but as can be seen, quite a few have started sprouting. I'm going to cut the kale back and allow it to sprout again from the bottom, and I'll get quite a few pullings. Welsh onions have provided a lot of food, and there's quite a lot of apples and fruit off the fruit trees. I've now got some rhubarb that I'm going to force very shortly. Got some onion sets that I planted in the autumn in 2 beds, and a bed of garlic. These are planted in the beds that had the potatoes. I use the allotment for bringing on spring bulbs. The whole plot has a somewhat shabby look to it. A lot of fennel that I never got round to eating. Some turnips. A few beds I've just covered in manure to overwinter, and it's interesting seeing what's growing. For example, there is just a self-seeded broad bean that's managed to poke its way through. There's some beetroot left and a few small Swedes. Some more bulbs. The leeks which have been superb. This is the second bed. Here are some hedging plants, just little cuttings I put in. Some sprouts which are finished, and unfortunately I didn't put cover on the sprouting broccoli, and the pigeons ate it just before Christmas. I immediately put the cover on, and it can be seen that they're coming on nice.